Palameke and Fabio Torres.
Ladies and gentlemen, the teams competing in the mixed team event, knockout match A. Representing Team United Arab Emirates,
and for the other semi-final, United Arab Emirates against Peru. UAE, Mosa Al-Ziyudi, Saif Al-Zabi and Mohamed Khalis Khalaf. For Peru, Navi Vasquez, Neil Garcia, Teles and Diego Quispe.
Start with match B.
So same story in this, and if you are just joining us, we're heading into the semi-finals of the mixed team competition. Chile were the top scorers. Colombia second highest, Chile 470 points, Colombia 458. United Arab Emirates third and 400, and Peru 335. And in the open draw, which is not first against fourth or anything like that, it is first against second. Chile and Colombia came out together, and the United Arab Emirates and Peru likewise. And had Nigeria got that opening lift from Innocent Namdi of 200, then they probably would have had the highest score. Pretty confident of that. Went for 200 in the opening round. That would have been worth 194 points. Nigeria would have finished on 506. So they'd have been the highest scorers. So if they'd asked them to go a bit lower, then they'd have made it.
That was the match between the two losers for the third and fourth place, and then for the
We'll never know about Kazakhstan because they missed their first lift through Gulam Kamanbayeva and then simply withdrew the rest of their lifters. Cuba finished 6th and they missed their first lift through Lady Rodriguez.
Chile was the highest number of points according to the formula, 470 points. Colombia was second with 458 points. United Arab
I said that would have gained them 110 points. So they'd have finished on 384. And they'd have edged out Peru, actually. If Rodriguez had been successful and Nigeria still weren't. So the 4 teams through to the semi-finals are the only 4 teams who did not have a miss. They were all 3 from 3 and they've all made it, and the rest had a slip up along the way and the rest all missed out. See with Kyrgyzstan as well, their 1 miss coming from Argambayev at 175, that would have gained them 162 points, and again they would have finished above Peru. Now Venezuela finished 8th on 180. So Carlos Betancourt went for 155, and we've just put his result through the generator. That would have been 159 points. Had he got it, they'd have had 339. They'd have edged out Peru by 4, and they'd be in it. So literally everybody who had a miss, if they'd scored, would have gotten ahead of Peru. But Peru are in the semi-finals, and the rest are not, because they chose their target wisely.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mixed team event knockouts round match B will start in 2 seconds. We have been enjoying a lot of action this week here in Dubai Sports Club for People of Determination, with the best power lifters in the world on their journey to Tokyo Paralympic Games this summer. The best 8 secured their qualification slots for the Games, and the others, they are going back home with a new personal best and with wonderful memories from Dubai. Looking forward to all the forthcoming para-powerlifting competitions next season, if not qualified for the Paralympics. The winner of the match B will qualify to the match between first and second position for the gold and silver Ladies and gentlemen, we will start the match between Colombia and Chile, and the bar is loaded. The bar is loaded for her first attempt representing Team Colombia, Cristina Poblador Granados.
So, Cristina Poblador.
90 kilograms on the bar. You're smiling again, I know.
Going for 90.
Easy. 90 kilograms.
She's the first to go.
Easy. Vamos, Cristina.
So this is worth 107 points for Colombia. And points mean prizes.
Okay, Cristina.
She hasn't got it. She has not got it. So that is a massive problem for Colombia, and it gives Chile a big chance.
About 105 kilograms, strike height 14.
Poblador finished 7th in the 41 kg final. And she had started on 90 in that, and she had 2 misses, and she got 91 in that final. She went for 90 here.
105 kilograms.
So 105, the target for Camila Campos, who finished 5th in her final.
You did it in the first round, you can do it again. Focus, 105.
This is going to be worth 106.94. Campos has got it. The America's champion, who finished 5th in the 55 kg final. So, off the mark, good lift, and Chile have the lead.
Please load about 195 kilograms.
So that's the women lifters done. Lift 1 of 3.
175 kilograms. Rack height. Rack height 12. 173 kilograms on the bar.
It's going to be Jorge Caranao to go for 173. Palameke will go for 195.
The bar is loaded for their second attempt, representing Team Chile, Jorge Caranao. 173 kilograms. Come on, Jorge.
So 173 kilograms is worth 184.7. It would put them onto a tally of 291. So going upwards in terms of bar weight in this, by the way. Palameke is going for heavier than Karanau, but because they're in different weight categories, the points work out differently. Karanau is actually going for more points in this than Palameke is.
Easy. 1 minute.
So Jorge Karanau, the America's champion, Pan Am gold in 2015 in Toronto. Saw him in the men's 65 kg, going for 173 here. I think we're going to the flags. So we need the wide shot to see the flags.
Good.
You saw enough of the flags, he got it.
Okay, well done. 173 kilograms.
So, 184.7 he's got, 291.64 is the Chilean score. Palameke is going for a heavier weight but lower points. Don't know if he wants to put a couple more onto the bar because of that. Palameke going for 195 for Colombia.
The winner will qualify to the final match.
The Pan Am champion was in the 80 kg.
With less points will qualify to the third place match. The bar is loaded for their second attempt, representing Team Colombia, Francisco Tunio Palameke Palacios.
Palameke with the bronze medal in the 80 kg final. He's going for 195 here. He went for 196 in round 2 and missed it. Got it at the third attempt, having cleared 191 in the opening round. So he did get the bronze there. 195 is quite high compared to what he succeeded with. His lifetime best, 205.
Do it. 195 kilograms.
We should be seeing him in Tokyo. But we should be seeing him lift this, because if he doesn't, then there is no way Colombia can make the final. They've already missed their first lift through Cristina Poblador, who went for 90, which was quite high for her compared to what she's lifted during this World Cup. Francisco Palameke, this is the make or break one. Has to lift this to keep Colombia in with a chance of the final. And he has got it. He has got it. Well, they're back competitive again. So the score for Colombia now 182.67. And for Chile, it's 291.64. We're going to the final lift for both. So 291 for Chile, 182 for Colombia. That's the scoreline for now. As we go into the final lifts, that will decide who goes into the final and the gold medal match.
The bar is loaded for the third and last attempt. Representing Team Chile, Juan Carlos Garrido. Vamos, Juan. 173 kilograms again. You can make it.
So Juan Carlos Garrido, our perennial champion who lifted 170 in the heats, is going for 173 here. So if he gets this, this is worth 185 points, and it will put them into the final. They'll have had 3 successful lifts to Colombia's 2, presuming that Fabio Torres gets his. But the lead would be too immense. It would be almost 300 points, and I don't want to even calculate how heavy a weight it would have to be. So Colombia need Garrido to miss. For Garrido to score, then Chile are in the final. And they've made it.
3 white lights. That was an easy one.
A white out for Juan Carlos Garrido, and Chile have made it. Torres was going to go for 225 in the final round, but the horses pulled, and I made that 477 points, 477.34. And Colombia going for 225 in terms of the lift. To get the points to reach the final.
You started with 220 in the first round.
So 225 kilos, going for 194 points for a respectable tally, but because they missed the first round attempt, it just ruined everything for them in the end. So to round off Colombia's competition, they will be in the bronze medal match against the losers of Peru against the United Arab Emirates. It'd be good for him to get it anyway, and good for Colombia. Well, that's torn it. They finish with 182 points, and they're in the bronze medal match, and Chile are into the final.
You will play for the third place game. Felicitations. You are a great team. You tried your best.
182.67 for Colombia in the end. They missed 2 of their 3 lifts, just went in too heavy. Now, it's a ginormous if. It's an if the size of the moon. If they got those 2 lifts from Poblador and Torres, they would have been in the final. They'd have got just about enough points. They'd have beaten Chile by 8 points, but they didn't get the lifts, didn't get the points, and they're in the bronze medal match. Chile in the final for the first time ever in the history of the team competition. And Colombia have never actually won a medal in the team competition, so they'll be fighting against either Peru or the United Arab Emirates, and likewise neither of these two have ever even medaled in an event before. None of the top four in the end did. So Nemi Vasquez going for Peru, and she's looking to lift again 45. She's straight in there. This should be worth around 47 points. Be worth 47.35. So her first lift is good, just as it was in the heats, and she gets 47.35 for that.
47 points. Well done, Noemi. Please hold the bar 200 kilograms, start height 15. Team with the highest number of points,
Nice score.
according to the AH formula, will qualify to the final match, and the second team will qualify to the third place match.
Well, so long as they get all the lifts,
For their first
then
attempt representing Team United Arab Emirates, Mohammed Khamis Khalaf.
chances are good.
Champion, the
They've
hero.
mixed this around, the United Arab Emirates. So Mohammed Khamis Khalaf is coming in first, and he's going for 200 here,
200 kilograms.
and this is going to be worth 180.
You can make it. Let's do it again. Yalla Burashan.
And it would be a significant early lead for the UAE. So they're going in very high here. Very, very high.
Easy. Bismillah. Batal.
Mohammed Khamis Khalaf, the reigning Paralympic champion, world silver medalist in 2017. Twice Paralympic champion, UAE's first ever Paralympic gold medalist in any sport. This would be a huge lead, 180 to 47 for Peru, but they've got a couple of big men to come, and Mohammed Khamis Khalaf clears it. So they're on 180 points, and the lead is considerable.
Well done, Burashan. Batal. Loaders, please. Load the bar to 72 kilograms.
Kispe is going to come for 115 next. Now he lifted 121 last time, so it's interesting he's going to go for that. It's 115 his target. You see 72 the target for Al Ziyudi.
The highest number of points will qualify to the final match, and the second team will qualify to the third place match.
So what Kispe is aiming for is 120 6.99, so 127 points basically. Al-Zayudi is gunning for 74.44. So if they both get this, then the UAE will lead by 80 points going into the final round. So first of all, it is Mosa Al-Zayudi for the UAE. If she gets this, it'll be a lead of over 200 points. But Peru will have a lift in hand. Mosa Al-Zayudi for the UAE. If this pays off, and if they actually win this, this could be a really good strategy from now on for everybody. She's the West Asian Games champion, reigning West Asian Games champion, gold at 2019. PB of 80 kg to win that gold. Going for 72 here, which is very manageable. She has got it! She picks up 74 points for it. 254 points in total for the UAE. And Peru have got 47. They need the last two lifts to come. It puts a lot of pressure onto Peru. And if that's what the UAE were planning on, that is immensely brilliant strategy. They lead by 207 points.
The ball is loaded for their second attempt. Representing Team Peru, Diego Quispe. Come on, Diego.
Diego Quispe coming out, aiming for 115.
With 115 kilograms.
And that'll be 127 points all told.
Can make it. 115 kilograms. Do it. Fuerte. Easy. 115 kilograms. That will bring back the Team Peru in the competition. Can qualify to the final match.
Diego Quispe, 6th in the Pan Ams, based in Lima, coached by Neolana Suarez, former footballer. So this to keep the competition going for them. And he has. 2 out of 3 in his favour. That was a bit tentative. So 254 for the United Arab Emirates and 174 for Peru.
174 in total. Still one more attempt. What a competition, ladies and gentlemen.
The gap is 80.
These boys and girls are amazing.
And the UAE are pinning everything now on Saif Al-Zabi.
Performances. They are very inspiring. They are the best in the world. La crème de la crème. Please note about 140 kilograms, rank height 11.
So, Garcia Chavez is aiming for 140, Al-Zabi for 150. So if Garcia Chavez gets it, he's going for 149 points.
Number of points will qualify to the final match. It's about teamwork between these boys and girls. The 3 teammates try their best to qualify to the following round. And the bar...
Al-Zabi's attempted 150 kilos, will be worth 149 points.
Neil Garcia Treles.
So Neil Garcia Treles needs this.
Come on.
Going for 140, which is worth 149 points.
Fuerte.
So if he gets this, Peru are in the lead with 1 lift to go. It will send Peru up to 323 points compared to the UAE's 254. And this is worth 149 points.
Come on, Neil, easy one. 140 kilograms. Yes.
So, if he misses this, then it is all over and the UAE are through anyway.
No lift.
And he's missed it! And the United Arab Emirates are through to the final.
To the third place match, no problem. You can still do better for the bronze medal of this event.
They finish on 174.
He's going out of this match with 174 points. Congratulations to you, Team UAE, who are still in the competition. They still have one more attempt.
The United Arab Emirates have 1 lift to go, but they have 80 more points already, and the lift was missed.
He will do the third place match
By Chile, so it is Peru against Colombia in the bronze medal match, and the final will be between Chile and the United Arab Emirates.
The bar is loaded for their third and last attempt.
Well, that's quite something.
The bar is loaded for their third and last attempt.
And if this is successful for Saeed Al-Zabi, they get 149 points for this lift and they'll be on 403.66.
150 kilograms. يضحك سواف. يلا. Do it.
Saeed Al-Zabi, the West Asian Games champion in 2017.
يلا سيف. Easy.
At his best championship result. He's been 7th in the Asian Games before, 7th in the Asia-Oceania Championships, last time out in Kitakyushu. So this for 150 kilos, 149 points to wrap up the competition, and it is a good lift. United Arab Emirates are in the final with 403 points. It's been a rout. 403 compared to 174. Chile had won their semi-final 477 to 182. Colombia had missed 2 lifts. Peru only one. They were trying to put pressure on the UAE. If only they got the last successful lift, that pressure would have been on and they'd have had a chance of reaching the final. But the bronze medal match, that's the margin without the final lift in of Al-Zabi. But it was around 403 to 174, and the UAE are in the final.
Ladies and gentlemen, will be between Team United Arab Emirates and Team Chile.
alti livelli non esistono scorciatoie, si soltanto una lavoro. Non importa dove parto, ma l'importante è dove arrivi. Mi chiamo Donald Telesca, ho 22 anni e vengo dall'Italia. Io ho avuto un incidente quando avevo 2 anni e mezzo e ho avuto un'amputazione di entrambe le gambe.